Lawin Media Network.
Bringing to you the most relevant content across all platforms.
Business, legal, politics, health, lifestyle, and entertainment.
Your source for all the news and updates in the greater Houston community from Texas and all over the world.
Get informed and empowered with Lawin Media Network.
Good morning everyone. Ganda ng Filipiniana natin.
Yes.
Good morning, United States and other parts of the world. Good evening, Asia. Good morning, Filipinas. We're here today. Good morning, Dr. Nildz.
Okay, good morning at magandang araw, magandang gabi, good day, and a heartfelt welcome to all our listeners and viewers in the Philippines, in the United States, and then we added also Africa because I know Dr. Kalele or Mr. Kalele Sandamala is watching right now. Thank you so much, and of course wherever you are around the world. So welcome to our Teacher Talk Live Chikahan with Ma'am Cora and Teacher Nildz, your global community where educators connect, story-inspired, and meaningful conversations sparks new ideas. Yes, Ma'am Cora.
Yes, we are so busy last week, and I have received a lot of invitation and comments about our last episode, and we talk about global education trends and perspective, right? And we have 3 distinguished guests from all over the world. So thank you guys for watching last week. So today we are going to have a different one. We're focusing on leadership. But before we introduce our guest and read our objectives for today, I want to ask Dr. Nildz, you have been busy with our visiting teachers right there in Dallas. So tell us more about what you have done.
Yes, and okay, can we have the slides, Jewel? But thank you so much for asking, Ma'am Cora. Yes, it's been a busy 3 or 2 weeks because we've been able to get donations from our church, from people that are so generous. So we have a truckload of some goodies, furnitures that we were given to our J1 teachers in Dallas. And they're happy, they're helping us. And then, so that's part 1. This is part 2 where we, some other, I will say, some things that they can use in the house, some pillows, comforters. So things like that, we have also given it to them and shared to them. And one of the lady here on the right, and I want to thank also Mom Victoria from our church for your generosity. Mom Rose Ford and Rosaline, these are the ladies that's, helping me get this. And another thing is Miss Brenda in our church and the husband, they're so generous helping us. So blessing keeps coming up. And thank you so much for these people. God bless your heart. Thank you.
Wow, good job, Dr. Nildz. And our Houston Save EP and Unified also did that last year, and we're going to have another one actually on the 26th for them. There are so many donations, and in fact, one of our guests today were involved in our first gathering of J1 teachers. So, me naman, what did I do? Oh, look at this. Last week, we had a gorgeous and wonderful celebration, 25th Grand Anniversary or International Reunion held in Dallas, no, not Dallas, Las Vegas. And we have almost 100 plus graduates of alumni of PNU, Philippine Normal University, outstanding education institution. I was one of the masters of ceremony with together with Dr. Ernesto Pamularco Jr., Mrs. Minerva Honcala, myself, and Dr. Elizabeth or Bernadette Andres Salgado. So we had really had a nice time during that time. And one of our guests today is also will be awarded or was awarded with PNU's Distinction Award, Global Alumni Spotlight. So I'm one of those. And we had a couple of us who were awarded with this distinction, but our distinguished guest today, I'm telling you, she got more of what I have received. And last night only, we had an induction ceremony of our new chapters. We have Kansas, Michigan, and actually LA and Houston had their induction ceremony with the new officers. This is Dr. Matakel, one of the founding members. And the next slide will tell you all officers and inductees during that ceremony last night. So congratulations to Unified Michigan, Kansas, and Los Angeles. Yeah, so we had a nice ceremony last night. So thank you, Dr. Matakel and Dr. Bajolo for the event last night. So that was the hectic schedule last week. So are we ready to present our objectives for today?
Yeah, before we say that, let's talk about, how we bring together these educators. What do you think?
That's true. Yeah.
Yes.
Each episode, guys, brings together remarkable educators, visionary leaders, and passionate change maker who generously share their experiences, practical insights, and lesson learned.
So together, we explore the joys and challenges of teaching, discover innovative practices, celebrate success, and learn how education continues to transform lives and communities.
At Teacher Talk, we believe that every educator has a story with a story worth telling. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow, and every conversation has the power to inspire positive change. So, together, let's build bridges across culture,
strengthen professional connections,
and continue empowering educators. One
conversation, one story,
and one teacher at a time. I'm Mom Cora.
I'm Dr. Nildz.
Welcome to Teacher Talk, Live Chikahan with Mom Cora and Dr. Nildz.
All right. So what's our theme for this episode, Mom Cora?
Our theme is the spirit of Bayanihan, uniting Filipino-American organizations through leadership, service, and community.
And our topic for this episode will be United We Rise, Filipino-American Organizations Building Stronger Communities Together. So let's start with our objective, Ma'am Cora.
Every lesson, every show, every conversation has their own objectives. For today's episode, we want to describe how these organizations promote Filipino culture, traditions, and values while helping community uh, stay connected to their heritage. We also want to identify the different services and programs offered by
Mhm.
Filipino organizations, such as educational support, cultural events, health initiatives, and community outreach.
And we will also discuss how Filipino American organizations encourage unity, leadership, volunteerism, and collaboration to strengthen their community. And last but not the least, Ma'am Cora, we will recognize the collective impact of partnership among Filipino American organizations in building inclusive, resilient, and thriving communities for present and our future generations.
Yes. So we have laid down our objectives for today, and we're going to break it down through our distinguished guest for today. Okay.
Yes.
So we are blessed and honored to be in the presence of our following distinguished guest. We have Dr. Clemente Logronio. He will be coming in a short while because he has been busy all night, and we are going to see him today. He already texted that he is coming. Okay. Dr. Logronio is known in our community as the chairman, CEO and chairman of the board of directors of Summer Leyte, Texas. He manages he's the manager of Houston Methodist Hospital Radiology Department. So later on, he will talk more about his job, his community work, and he was going to describe to us how transformational servant leader he is. Dr. Nildz?
Yes. And of course, another guest that we have right now is, I will say she's very compassionate, a healthcare leader, humanitarian, a dedicated community servant whose career exemplifies excellence in both medicine and service. Maria Angelina, of course, we call her Mylene Supan, is an MSN, APR, CRN with multiple credentials that we have, and with more than 30 years of progressive nursing experience, including 15 years specializing in high acuity cardiothoracic, vascular, thoracic, and other, I said, complex surgical anesthesia. Gosh,
Wow.
yeah, very comprehensive. She is currently serves as a locum CRNA with hospital staffing partners at Bay Care Health System in Clearwood, Florida. Beyond her clinical expertise, Ms. Supan is a passionate advocate for community services and global health. She serves as the executive director and board member of JK1 Foundation, which is Gawad Kalinga USA,
Yes.
the founding executive secretary of the Filipino American Nurse Anesthesiology Society, which is FANAS, and the co-founder of the Houston Alliance of Volunteers in Medicine, have Med. So, throughout her distinguished career, she has served numerous nonprofit boards and has led multidisciplinary international medical missions, disaster response initiatives, and community health outreach program. Her work has brought together healthcare professionals, nonprofit organizations, government agencies, and community partners to improve access to healthcare and promote health equity for underserved populations. A former clinical preceptor at the University of Texas Health Science at Houston, Ms. Supan continues to mentor future nurse I will say anesthetists, while I hope I have pronounced that well, while championing interprofessional collaboration, servant leadership, and humanitarian service. To do, in this way, She wants to also, in a way, we are thankful because today she joins us to share her insights on the power of bayanihan, leadership, and community engagement in strengthening the Filipino American organizations and creating lasting impact to service. Ladies and gentlemen, Filipinas, USA, please join us in warmly welcoming our distinguished guest, healthcare leader, humanitarian, and community advocate, no other than Maria Angelina Mylene Supan. Yay! Hello, Mylene.
Hi, let me just do this. Hi.
Yes,
There you go.
Magandang
thank you.
umaga. Maraming salamat for having me in your show. How are
Of
you?
course. Thank
Yes, we
you,
are
my
honored
dear.
to have you. Yes.
Thank you. Okay, our next guest, we're going to move on to education side. So we just finished our medical uh, description of our guest. So let me introduce our next panelist. She is the vice president of AGC Holdings, head of Cambridge Examination Center in Mozambique,
Mhm.
MZ031 and MZ053. She is also a co-owner and co-founder of Woodrow's International School Group in Mozambique. Since its founding in 2011, Woodrow International Group of Schools has become one of the fast growing and most successful Cambridge international schools in the country, now spanning 6 campuses from north to south of Mozambique. Guided by a strong spirit of generosity and service, Rodessa extends her impact beyond education as vice president of the Fundacao Archer Sarmiento. She leads initiatives that provide long, life changing scholarship to deserving but financially disadvantaged students. She also supports local schools, community programs, and charitable institutions, consistently promoting inclusive development and social upliftment. Her influence further extends into broader community and international engagement. She serves as the president of the United Federation of Filipino Educators Incorporated in Mozambique chapter. She is the chief operating officer of Africa Affair at Blue Chips Consultancy Services in United Arab Emirates and business development director of Power Technical Training Center in Dubai. Through these roles, she fostered cross-cultural collaboration, professional development, and sustainable community initiatives. Complementing her professional work is her strong commitment to lifelong learning. Her academic achievements reflect her dedication to excellence, as she holds multiple degrees in education and business, including advanced qualification from institutions in the Philippines, France, the United Kingdom, and the United Arab Emirates. She completed a Doctor of Business Administration and currently pursuing her DBA residency in the United States. Teacher Des, as she is fondly called by her colleagues and students, has been recognized and awarded internationally. She received the Unified Trailblazer in Education in New York Batspa University Faces, Dubai, and Philippine Normal University Global Alumni Association Ambassador of Goodwill, Las Vegas. Rodessa is more than a humanitarian, ambassador of goodwill, entrepreneur, educator, and a mother. She is a source of inspiration whose compassion, leadership, and unwavering dedication continue to transform lives and uplift communities. Guest, Filipinas, America, Africa, let us all welcome our distinguished guest, Dr. Rodessa Bercasio Lazarte.
Bon dia
Morning.
from the Pearl of the Indian Ocean.
Good morning,
Good
Dr.
morning to the
Rodessa.
world.
We're so
Yes,
happy that you were able to grace our show today.
It's
We are
pleasure.
blessed.
yes.
Thank you.
Thank
So,
you.
Mom Cora, Dr. Clemente is here now. Would you like to share something again about Dr. Clemente before
Oh,
we
he's
call him?
already here.
Yes.
Okay, so um, late. He's not late. He's on time. Okay, we're still here. Uh, Dr. Logronio, Clemente Logronio Jr., is an MD, has a PhD, MBA. He is the manager radiology of Houston Methodist Hospital, Houston, Texas. He is the CEO and chairman of the board of directors of Summer Leyte, Texas. He is a transformational and servant leader. He will tell you more of himself today and all the things that he has done in the Filipino community here in Houston. Ladies and gentlemen, Filipinas, America, Africa, I would like to introduce to you Dr. Clemente Logronio. Good morning, Doc.
Good morning. We
Doc,
can
you're
hear you.
muted.
Yes.
Sorry. Good morning and thank you for having me.
Yes, of course. And we're glad you're here. And of course, last but not the least, we would like to welcome our distinguished guest, another distinguished guest. All our guests are all so well educated and well exposed to our organization. He's an accomplished healthcare executive, transformational leader also, and a passionate advocate for patient safety and nursing excellence. Dr. Gecomo, or I call him Jonathan, earned his Doctor of Nursing from Loyola University, Chicago, a Master of Science in Nursing with concentration in Healthcare System Administration, again from Loyola University, and a Bachelor of Science of Nursing from Pamantasan ng Lungsod ng Manila. Is also a board certified in nursing informatics, and it's widely recognized for his expertise in healthcare technology, Epic electronic health record optimization, executive leadership, and system transformation. He brings nearly 30 years of progressive leadership experience, again, in, just like I said earlier, patient safety, enterprise risk management, healthcare operations, nursing informatics, and quality improvement. He is currently serving as the manager of patient safety and enterprise risk management at Baylor St. Luke's Medical Center in Houston, Texas, where he leads a strategic initiative focused on high reliability, regulatory compliance, serious safety event investigation, and continuous organizational performance improvement. Beyond his professional achievements, Dr. Jonathan is a dedicated servant leader in the Filipino American community. He currently serves as the regional vice president for the South region of the Philippine Nurses American Association, PNAA, and previously served as the president of the Philippine Nurses Association of Metropolitan Houston. During his tenure, he led remarkable membership growth, expanded community outreach, and championed international medical missions, scholarship programs, and innovative digital initiatives. His outstanding contribution have earned him his numerous prestigious recognition, including the Haribon Award in Outstanding Alumnus of Pamatasan ng Lungsod ng Pasig. Oh, I'm sorry, Manila. I'm from Pasig. I'm also from Pamatasan. And the Houston Chronicle Top 50 Nurse of the Year Award. And of course, the last but not the least recently is the PNAA Nursing Excellence in Informatic Award. Ladies and gentlemen, please join us in giving a warm teacher talk welcome to our distinguished guest, healthcare executive, community leader, and a champion of service and excellence, none other than Dr. Jonathan Gecomo.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Gecomo, and thank you for introducing me that long.
No, we all, this is one way of saying thank you guys for coming here because we really appreciate you. You know, you're all busy, but you make time for us. Thank you.
And also, Dr. Nildz, we really want to explain and show and describe to our viewers how distinguished our guests are. We are not just putting people in this show because the teacher talk itself really exemplifies excellence in the field of education and community. So thank you in advance, and they will hear more and know more about your organizations. Okay, so we have introduced our guests today, and we wanted to know each one of your organization. Just keep it short because you know how hectic our time is. So tell us about your organization, including your goal and the community you serve. How long you have been there and how long you have been doing this. Okay, so we start with Mylene. Talk about the Gawad Kalinga.
Mylene, we can hear you.
Yeah, I was looking at the unmute button. Apologize. I want you guys to hear any background noise. So thank you for this opportunity, Cora and Dr. Nildz. So Gawad Kalinga, we started in just building homes and communities about 20 some years ago. But now Gawad Kalinga's mission is to end poverty and restore human dignity by building empowered and caring communities all over the Philippines. So we have about 3,000 communities right now all over the country. So through Bayanihan, we bring people together to create opportunities and help families build a better and more self-sufficient future. So that's the nutshell of it.
Okay. How long is it been, Mai?
Gawad Kalinga has
Yeah.
been in existence for more than 20 years. We actually celebrated the anniversary of 21 years back in 2024. So that would be about 23 years now. GK USA, the USA arm of Gawad Kalinga, has been in existence, I think, since 2009.
Oh,
Just a
wow.
quick follow-up question, Mylene. Do you have one in Dallas right now? I'm in DFW. I want to be involved, see, with all the nonprofit that I have, but I'd like to be part of that, Mylene. So maybe later on you can connect me. That will be awesome.
Oh,
And of course, we
absolutely.
have
We'll connect you. We have different areas that are very active. We have GK Houston, Texoma, Seattle, Nevada, Chicago, North Carolina. So we're all over the country. And GK Tampa is one of the most active ones as well. So would be happy to connect with you and everybody else in the group and the audience. If you want to get to know GK more, just shoot me an email. My email is mylene@gk-usa.org.
Okay,
yeah,
thank
no,
you, Mai. That's
thank
good.
you.
It's an open invitation right there. So
Absolutely.
Yes.
for those of you who are watching on our Facebook Live, you could put there your comment and suggestion or whatever clarification you wanted to know about the organizations that you are going to hear today. So Mylene will be able to we will be putting the contact information or email of Mylene, those who would like to donate, help the organization, and be part of it. Right, Mylene?
Oh yeah, absolutely. We can, I highly encourage everybody to do an immersion with us.
Yeah.
It's life changing.
Okay, thank you. Let's hear it from Dr. Jonathan.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Gecomo. I'm part of, I'm the current regional vice president of Philippine Nurses Association of America. We just had our 62nd chapter in PNA East Florida. So there's 62 nursing chapters all over the United States. And previously, I'm the president of Philippine Nurses Association of Metro Houston, one of the chapters of PNAA. For my region, it's South Central region. I'm leading 22 chapters of PNAA.
Wow.
Wow, that's awesome. Thank you so much. I think we are all connected here. I can see connections. Thank you so much, Dr. Jonathan. And let's have Dr. Longorio. Logroyo? Did I pronounce
Logronio.
Logronio.
Good morning, and thank you again for having me. I am mostly known as John. So I like it to be that way, John.
Dr. John.
That makes me a little younger.
Okay.
But I'm currently the chairman and CEO and chairman of the board of directors of Summer Lady, Texas. Been in existence for 27 years now, and been the chair and the CEO since 2018. Get an extended, term, and I don't know when it's gonna stop. But this year we'll be having our elections. Hopefully, I get replaced. But our organization, Summer Lady, Texas, is a 501c3 organization based in Houston. We respond to the needs of Filipino American community families on healthcare, especially providing medical missions, education through scholarships internationally, and then we also have humanitarian services, and of course community outreach locally, which we participate, feeding program with food bank and serving on some cancer patients. We organize these medical missions, dental missions every 2 years now. And our mission, of course, is to help the underserved communities in the Philippines, especially in the provinces in the Visayas. So before we were more concentrated on Samar Leyte, but we have to expand and reach out to different regions. So this year we just finished one of our biggest medical mission. We cross islands, so we started going to Cebu. Just to pull out some figures here, we were able to serve 6 different sites with a total registered patients of 6,433. And of course, with double services on some of these patients, total health services delivered on our mission recently was about 7,251 services. That was kind of a lot of patients, and we were all happy. And of course, for our educational assistance, we provide scholarship. Currently, we have about a total from the time we started it in 2018 to the present, we have a total of 119 graduates already. And of course, currently we have about 67 currently enrolled. And of course, every year we have graduates. This is supporting underserved or poor students, but this is a 4-year scholarship program. So from the start of college until they graduate.
Wow.
We know that it is most of the state universities that they have basically free tuition, but we assist them on their board and lodging, school expenses. So basically, each student receives 1,600 US dollars every year to support their expenses. And we have very successful students already. And moving forward, we are encouraging them to form an alumni association for the
Wow.
graduates. Yeah. So hopefully in our gala next year, which you all can participate or join, we have more surprises regarding our programs. So
Wow.
that's what we do in Summer Leyte, Texas. Thank you.
That is really overwhelming to hear about the success of the Summer Lady organization. I have seen it myself. I have joined activities and then also with the GK and the PNA. And you could see how the Filipino leadership, the bayanihan, the value of helping one another is very much active, and you can see how we help our own community and give back. Now, I want to continue with Dr. Rodessa Lazarte on what is her organization about? What are the goals? How long you have been doing this? Okay, so Dr. Rodessa.
Thank you. Again, bon dia and muito obrigada. It's good morning and thank you so much for having me here. Uh, I am blessed and fortunate as well to start up a school in Mozambique in Africa. It's a developing country in southern part of Africa 15 years ago. And after establishing the school, we formed a Fundasao. It's a foundation. And I'm also a founding member and a vice president of the foundation. So, of course, because we are on the arm of the academe, we have been providing scholarships to marginalized Mozambicans that are brilliant. And Mozambique is a predominantly Portuguese-speaking country. And so there is a huge scarcity of English medium universities, and our goal is to provide international education in a very affordable and what do you call this one, reasonable price to normal Mozambicans. And so after secondary, what will they do? So what we did is to start well, connecting them to different universities abroad, and we have sent scholars to UAE, to Europe, to Asia, and that was great. And now what we are doing with Unified Incorporated, it's not only the students that we are helping and by giving them scholarship, but also the teachers, because we believe that the level of the development of a country is directly proportional to its educational system. Now, in Mozambique, we're in 40% of the population is basically hitting the illiteracy rate. So how are we going to give a positive impact or add value to the country by training the teachers? And here comes Unified. So thank you.
There we go. Wow, we are global. Yeah.
I need to connect with her being the director of professional development.
Yeah. And I also need to connect to her because I am also the global director, right? So you can see how diverse we are. And I am really elated with Dr. Rodessa because it is a Filipino. It's a Filipino who founded this foundation and helped other communities, not only our Filipino educators, but also extending our culture and intellectual abilities to this community. Excellent. Good job, y'all.
And Ma'am Cora, before anything else, let's pause for an advertisement. So we will be back, our guests, and we're going to start rolling the ball for our panel discussion. Thank you so much.
In a world filled with fleeting moments, there's beauty waiting to be captured. My name is Christian, and I specialize in immortalizing your most precious memories. From elegant weddings to vibrant events and timeless portraits, I'm here to make every moment unforgettable. Let me tell your story through the lens. Contact me today and let's create magic together.
Okay, we're back.
We're back, and thank you so much. And I think we have also discussed this earlier. And for our next questions, everybody have already given their introduction. I would like to say that what services and programs do your organization provide, such as educational support, cultural events, health initiative, or community outreach to meet the needs of the Filipino American individuals and families. So I'm going to throw back again to Dr. Longario. Although I know you have shared everything, if there's anything that you have not shared, give us in a few, sentence. Thank you. Dr. John?
Yes. For summer Leyte, Texas, to be able to meet the needs of our Filipino American community, or we should not be saying Filipino American community only, but for the entire humanity. No, not very specific for our Filipino American community. Here in locally in Texas, what we do is we volunteer. Our outreach programs here is one, we provide services, like we volunteer in the food bank, Houston Food Bank. That is one. We do that 1 or twice a year. And then we also go to a center called the Ballards. These are cancer patients over there. So we provide meals and services, and then entertainment on that particular center. And of course, with the cancer USA Cancer Society, we also help patients, and then we go there for some outreach programs. So that is locally, and we started last year to provide some educational assistance locally in Houston for some technical courses, because I know sending them to college with a bachelor's or degree is very expensive. So one of the technical assistance that we gave, just for a 12-month program, that was about $6,000. Of course, sending them to college here is more expensive, which we really don't have that much funds. But internationally, in the Philippines, as I have mentioned earlier, we provide assistance to our students for scholarship programs. We partner with different universities and even seminaries. So for those who want, to help alleviate poverty through education, we are very much open, and definitely we can assist you in helping these individuals. So on our recent visit to the Philippines during our medical mission, the first day before the mission, we interviewed 17 new scholars that will be starting this semester. So it is a variety of courses. So the students can actually choose their own course. So whatever course they want, and then we partner on a certain university, so that new 17 students will have that, hope in them. And of course, we continue that program, and then until they graduate, and then we provide guidance through our mentorship program, partnering with local agencies like Rotary Club, the PCCI. So we ask them, and of course our previous graduates, who can help them mentor the new or the current students. And then of course our medical missions, which we were able to provide services now to 6 different sites across the Visayas. And then our plan next year is to cross islands towards the northern part of the Philippines, which is to the Ilocos part. That is just our plan. And by the way, sharing with you, the medical mission we had this year, as I've said, was one of the biggest. We had a total of 65 local volunteers coming from the United States across U.S., California, Chicago, um, from, of course, Houston or Texas, and New York. And we also have uh, 12 volunteers coming from Australia. Most of them were from Melbourne. So it was really a great a mission that we had this year.
Thank you, Dr. John. That was
Thank you.
really a comprehensive, information, and we learned a lot from you. So let's hear it from Dr. Jonathan. Yes, sir.
Hi. So community programs and services. So for me, community service really asking mostly our simple question: what does our community need, and how can we use our collective talents to respond to it? So during my term as a president of Philippine Nurses Association of Metro Houston, we try to look beyond the professional organization. We wanted our organization, PNAMH, to become a genuine community partner. Healthcare and education normally is one of our major areas, but what we did, we started our Balik Tulong, similar with Dr. John and Mylene and probably Rodessa. This is our medical mission that we help provide medical, dental, and surgical, health education, medication, vision program, and then we tie it also with our feeding program back in the Philippines. We started in Davao. There's several natural disasters that struck Davao during that time. And we served more than 9,000 families during my term. Our programs ultimately, of course, reaches those families that got hit with several disasters. And we complemented it with our Balik to School or Balik to School program initiative, where we provided backpacks, slippers, school supplies to the community also. Every leader that we have, our executive board, normally will visit the Philippines once or even twice a year, and we provide them with a seed fund for them to do the Balik to School program that they can distribute all the supplies to their areas. So this is all over the Philippines that each of our executive board go visit. So we also invested heavily in our education and professional development here in the United States. We have provided more than 3,000 continuing education to our community here in Metro Houston. And part of that is through our spring conferences and also fall conferences and our general education meeting that we do almost on a monthly basis. We have expanded our scholarship initiative here in Metro Houston, also expanded it also in the Philippines. During my time locally in Metro Houston, we have given at least 7 scholarship for BSN, MSN, and doctorate for nursing. While in the Philippines, we have at least 36 nursing scholars, all in our in different places in the Philippines, in the 3 regions. We try to move it towards the 3 regions in the Philippines. But perhaps the most something that I always been proud of is when we grew our membership. When I started in Metro Houston, we have at least 174 members during the start of my time. But of course, after I left the organization, we have 700 members of Philippine Nurses Association of Metro Houston. That's more than 300% increase in membership for us, because we have seen they have seen the services that we are doing, and then that's how we connect with them. and we established a chapter, a sub-chapter in Metro Houston, which is called East Houston. We try to connect with our groups in further east of Houston. I forgot. It's near almost Beaumont, but not yet in Beaumont. So we try to connect with Maureen Sane, our president there, and then we try to move them closer to our community services. So it's simply about events that we organize. It's about creating opportunities for people to belong and also to serve, and of course, eventually they would lead as our future PNA leaders.
Thank you, Dr. Jonathan. Okay, those are the very important initiative that you got, and thank you so much. Let's move on with Miss Rodessa. Are you still there?
Yes,
Hi,
I'm
Miss Rodessa.
here. Hi,
Yes.
hi. Okay. So aside from the scholarships that we grant to deserving but marginalized students in Mozambique, both from primary all the way until university, we also provide loans and business capitals to teachers and educators because it's what they need as well. We also help the local public schools in Mozambique, also the
Mhm.
local hospitals, and
Mhm.
the community as a whole. So that's it in a nutshell. Thank you.
Well, I
Thank
have a
you.
follow-up. I have a follow-up question with Dr. Rodessa. Dr. Rodessa, how many Filipino teachers do you have in there? Do you also have Filipino families in your area?
Yes, in Woodrow's International Group of Schools, we have around 25 to 30 Filipino teachers, and most of them are holding the middle management to the management positions.
Okay.
But in totality, we have around around 1,000 Filipinos in Mozambique, mostly in the education sectors.
Oh,
Oh,
wow. Thank
that's
you.
awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you for that information. And of course, we have to go to Mylene. I like to hear more of Gawad Kaling. I'm really so excited to. Okay. Yes, Mylene, your turn.
Okay. Well, I have to say, I'm very impressed with the panelists that we have, my
Mm-hmm.
co-panelists, because it's very reassuring and very inspiring to see all the Filipino leaders making a difference in the world, not just Filipino American communities. So GKUSA is a not-for-profit, just like SLT and PNA, not-for-profit 501c recognized by the US IRS here in the US. And we also have the candid seal of approval for transparency. And every year they recognize us because we are very transparent in our finances. We audit ourselves annually to make sure that we are compliant, and we use the funds legally, accordingly, and to maximize the benefit. And so Chika USA brings people together through really the Filipino spirit of bayanihan. We engage Filipino Americans. Uh, you don't have to be a Filipino to be a supporter of Chika USA, through volunteering, community events, fundraising events, and leadership opportunities. So all this, you do it while you're we connect them with meaningful work in the Philippines. One supporter once asked me, so what is the difference with why is GKUSA so successful in implementing the programs in the Philippines? And my answer was simple. I said, we have boots on the ground in the Philippines. We are in partnership with Agawad Kalinga Community Development Foundation, Inc. And we have staff, physical office that we do, where we do execute all the work. And we have area team leaders that are out in the field coordinating with the community, building relationships. So, as I said, GKUSA really started with a simple mission, building homes for families in need. Um, and while we still build homes today, we have really learned that ending poverty takes much, much more than just giving someone a house. It's about helping people, families, and communities build a better future for themselves, guiding them, empowering them. So that's why our work has grown to include education, livelihood, economic opportunities, food security, community development, and disaster response. It really is about empowerment and giving people the tools and opportunities to become self sufficient. So I'd like to share with you um, several of the programs. I actually identified about 12 major programs of GK. So we have GK Villages, Regagalinga Villages, where we build shelter and community development, builds homes, and develop organized communities and families experiencing poverty. The model goes beyond housing by creating a stable environment where families can build livelihoods, educate their children, and participate in community life. There's what we call a sweat equity, that the recipients of the houses get to build their homes without knowing which one they'll get. And after their homes are built, we empower them to take care of the community that they are now part of. Another important program of GK is the Kusina ng Kalinga, or what we call KNK, or Care Kitchens. I have personally participated in packing lunches for these children. So this program is basically a GK anti-hunger program. We provide nutritious meals to children while bringing parents, schools, volunteers, and local governments and partners together with the goal of ending childhood poverty, childhood hunger. A hungry child will not be able to learn anything in school. And I saw firsthand how in Bagong Silang, students from UP nutrition, studying nutrition services in University of the Philippines have partnered with us to come up with a menu, a nutritious, balanced menu for the children and their families, so they can be not hungry during school days. And another program that we have is READ, where we call Reading Excellence and Development, because after the pandemic, it became apparent that 9 out of 10 children, Filipino children under 12 years old, are illiterate. They can probably read, but they cannot comprehend what they're reading. So GK partnered with the Department of Education in the Philippines and came up with a tutoring program. So each tutoring program, read program, costs about $1,200, and we can help about 20 to 30 children be tutored to help them read again or comprehend what they're reading. And since it has started, we have helped over 400 children read and comprehend what they're reading. We also have the Maleta Library. It's a mobile library initiative that gives children in underserved communities a greater access to books and encourage literacy and love for reading. This goes hand in hand with the READ program. Now, one of our landmark projects is the SEED Philippines, which is the School of Experiential and Entrepreneurial Development. We develop young people from underserved communities into agri-entrepreneurs through education, hands-on learning, agriculture, entrepreneurship, leadership, and basically being a business owner on their own. We have so far our numbers since inception after like COVID is we have about 900, approximately 900 graduates of SEED. And I'm happy to share that about 500 of those were funded by GK USA, SEED scholars. And these are especially our first generation, the first leaders we're seeing now are rising up to be community leaders on their own and establishing their own businesses and communities, helping the communities. We also have a CPAG program, which is a sports development. With the World Cup just finished, we have a football's sports as a platform for youth development. We aim to build character, leadership, discipline, and teamwork in the Madami six, nasa number 6 pa lang ako. We also have community food farms. We actually, right now, they help communities grow their own food. At the same time, develop their agricultural skills in creating opportunities for additional family, for their additional family income. It is a part of GK's broader strategy for moving families toward productivity and self-sufficiency. So between the seed and the community food farms, before everything, our average age of the farmers that we have in the Philippines is 65. But because of these programs, we have moved the average age of farmers down in the 30s. So we will have sustainable food sources for the Filipinos. And of course, the social and business family productivity. We support projects like fish ponds and capital, fisher folks, blue collar workers, and other family to give them the skills and tools and training and sometimes capital to market connections so they can build sustainable livelihoods rather than remain dependent on assistance. Like I know in Arakan, we were able to help them farm adlai rice. Adlai is a good substitute for rice, low glycemic index, and instead of planting rice they make less money. They plant adlai, they have a higher margin of profit. They're able to send their children to school. We also have in some communities we support with Springs of Hope. We provide clean water and sanitation. And I firsthand saw in Maguindanao, in Paglat, I met the people there and they were very grateful to GK because we provided the water filtration system that provided them with clean water. And the mayor actually told me that they thank GK for doing that because now their children don't suffer from chronic diarrhea because now they drink clean water. And of course, all that on top of everything, because Philippines is being hit constantly by disasters, we have a special program which we call Operation Walang Iwanan. And when GK Manila or GK CDFI activates Operation Walang Iwanan, then GK USA responds right away by sending funds. And we have boots on the ground, like I said, and they go there to distribute whatever is needed, relief goods, transportation, housing, temporary housing or shelter. We work with Ford Philippines in executing that project. So this, as you can tell, we have really evolved in the 20-some years. Our simple goal was to provide housing, and now we are involved in every aspect that really affects and influences the situation of our kababayans. So ultimately, we want to build more homes. We do not want to build just the homes, right? We want to build an empowered community so that nobody is really left behind. How about, sorry.
Wow. No, I am so, I will say, static or kind of excited because you have covered everything from education, business, and even, healthcare. I mean, this is awesome. I'm going to sign up. Okay.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yes,
No, I
we're,
am.
you know,
We
we
have
can
it
we will
one-on-one.
work, yeah, we'll work together. It
Yes.
is important. That's why I'm very excited to see other organizations. I listen to other panelists. I see parallel projects, and I know we can coordinate and we can collaborate in making a bigger and a lasting impact in our community, not just in the Philippines, but the world.
Amen to that. And not only that, Ma'am Cora and I are not only member of the Unified, but also as an educator, we're also part of the Philippine American Chamber of Commerce in Texas, and we got leadership roles. That's why we're bringing in these people so everybody will see how this podcast will make an impact not only for educators but for everybody in our community. Thank you so much, Mylene. And Ma'am Cora, would you like
Yeah,
to share?
maybe you could extend that to Mozambique, where
Yes.
Dr. Rodessa is.
We can certainly talk about, actually our models. We have the Philippine government. We work closely with the Philippine government, the ones who are more the leaders who really expound on the values that we believe in. And we're more than happy to share with GKCDFI the method and the methodology and how we have gone about building communities all over the Philippines.
Yeah, that
12
is.
programs.
Yeah, that is an excellent, picture or visual of how Bayanihan concept us and how it teaches us to be an exemplar human being. Okay, so I'm gonna ask Dr. John. Dr. John, just give us a short, explanation in this one. So the Filipino values of Bayanihan teaches us the importance of working together, as it was explained by our panelists today, for the common good. Now, in your organization, how do you encourage leadership so that somebody will, step in after you are all elevated yourself to a different dimension of leadership? So, how do you encourage leadership, volunteerism, and collaboration among your members?
Okay, thank you for that question. Of course, Bayanihan is the heart of Summer Lady, Texas, because it reminds us that a meaningful community service is never accomplished by one person alone. It is accomplished by everybody working together. So it takes a village to accomplish a big program or project. So it is never been done by myself, but it is always a collaborative effort between the different, members of the organization and partnership with different community organizations also. So that is very, very important. And of course, encouraging the team members or encouraging Summer Leyte, Texas members and officers would mean empowering them. So giving them value in the sense that they participate in decision making, they participate in planning, they participate in the execution of every activity or every project that we have. So again, it is about collaboration and empowering members of the community. Because for us, leadership is not defined only by position or title, but it is the willingness to step forward, serve others, inspire people to work together for a common good. And
Totally.
moving forward, just wanted to share this. Of course, we are kind of aging, not really aging, but to be able to promote, as I've been always telling the board, if we will not be able to do succession plan, then we are a failure.
Right.
So as of this early stage, now we are trying to plan out on how to get our youth be involved. So this coming October, we're planning a youth camp, and it is not only open to children or the youth of SLT, but to everyone out there who is willing to join on that leadership boot camp. So we will probably start with the 20 people to have that boot camp, youth boot camp for leadership. So we will post it and it will be open to everyone. And per some of the board members, SLT can fund that weekend boot camp. Hopefully it goes, successful.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. John. You could label it as Gen Z Summer Late Camp
Oh,
or
Chelsea.
Millennial
That's
Summer
good, huh? That's
Late
good.
Camp.
That's good.
Oh,
Thank you.
I was, ayun, binigyan na kita ng title. So you could
Yeah.
pursue that.
Baka, some Gen Zs might accuse you of ageism, though, if you do that.
That's
And
true.
Ma'am Cora, it came to my mind. Remember, in our PACC, we have a newly formed committee, which is the CAMI, which is our young people,
Young
and maybe we
people.
will connect with Dr. John if they can also work together as a
Oh,
group.
yeah.
But anyway, who's
Absolutely.
next?
Actually,
Yes.
yeah, I was thinking that we can all collaborate because we have also
Yes.
developing next gen,
Yes.
GT Next Gen all over the US.
Mhm.
And I know PNA is also mentoring the next generation of leaders.
Yes.
And
Wow.
we can all collaborate. I think
That would be
ACC
nice.
Texas.
opportunity.
Maybe we're gonna have a meeting in another venue, and then let's
And we're look
brainstorm how we can connect.
and,
Yeah.
And
and,
then
and
we
we
will
will be
go.
looking for speakers. We will be
Yes,
looking
and we
for
will
speakers.
do. Yes, we will do our meeting in Mozambique. How about
Yeah.
that?
Yes, yes.
Yes.
We're gonna go to Rodessa.
Okay, Dr. Nils.
No, I think Did we hear anything from Rodessa regarding our question on the
No.
Bayanihan or what?
Yes.
Okay, all right. I think everybody
No,
has the opportunity to talk,
Dr.
right?
Niels, Dr.
Yes.
Rodessa will have to say something. Go
Okay, go
ahead.
ahead, ma'am. Oh, she froze. Okay, go.
Okay, yes. Sorry. Bayanihan. We cannot do it alone. I
That's
mean,
it.
our narrative is totally different, and I'm actually green with jealousy whenever I hear my co-panelists mention about the fundings that they're coming that are coming from outside stream. But we are a social enterprise, and whatever we have, we just fund our fundasao, and we
Mm-hmm.
help the government, we help the public sector, we help everybody else. So we are more of like mga hobby here as Filipinos. We do the paghahabi. We connect the African teachers and students to the world. And the very good example that we have right now is the unified LAOC, the Los Angeles Orange County partnership with us in
Mm-hmm.
Mozambique, wherein they, for 2 consecutive years, they've been coming to Mozambique and then personally train teachers. So last year we had around 300 to 500 teachers from the north to the south of Mozambique that benefited from this free training.
I
Okay,
And
will.
Ma'am Cora, I will, would like to be part of that as a unified group of members because
No,
it sounds exciting. I'd like to be there on board.
please,
Dr.
please,
Yes.
please,
Niels.
we really need this kind of
Yeah.
initiatives because it's so difficult to really penetrate into Africa with all its borders and difficulties. So now that we are here, it also gives a beautiful image to Filipinos, especially
Mm-hmm.
Filipino educators. So I'm very happy and I'm very pleased, and I really hope that there are more unified chapters that will also help us out here, okay, and then share their talent, their expertise, and not
Dr.
only in
Rodessa.
education but other how can I say industries like in healthcare.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
there you
also
go.
good to train the nurses, the
Mm-hmm.
doctors, here in Mozambique. So it's good thing. Thank
Dr.
you.
John, Dr. Jonathan, Dr. John, and Mylene. So Mozambique needs
I cannot hear.
trainers, medical trainers. So maybe you could have an immersion in Mozambique led
Yeah.
by
Sorry,
Filipino
sorry, Ma'am Cora, I
educators
cannot hear
there.
from my side.
Okay. So Dr. Rudessa, can you hear me?
Can you hear us now? Okay.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Try
So
to check it.
anyhow, we'll continue. This is a
Yes,
really
Ma'am
a
Cora,
very
with very interesting and exciting
yeah.
conversations we have. Since we're talking about, organization collaboration, let's ask Dr. Jonathan in how to promote this inclusivity, resilience, and support within the Filipino American community for both current and the future generation. Because we're talking about organization collaboration, right? Can you give us something about what the Philippine Nursing Association will do on that matter? Thank you.
Probably attending this podcast, you have
Ah,
a good
yes.
collaboration right away. But one lesson that I learned as president and also from my past experience is something that I would carry also as a regional vice president is that, of course, from Mylene, from John, and from Dr. Senda, that no organization can serve the Filipino American community by working in isolation. I know we know about that. Nurses may bring healthcare expertise, but community needs to extend far beyond healthcare. We need, of course, our educators. We need businesses, civic organization. We need money to support all this. We need our young, next Gen Z, whatever generation we have. We need our young professional paid and community groups, our government partners, just like what Mylene have mentioned, and other leaders in other profession. And of course, the partnership became so broad that our community network includes organization as just like what John have done previously with Philippine Kalayaan Houston,
Mhm.
that we are now managing too. The Filipino American Council of Texas, Filipino
Yeah.
Young Professionals, Philippine Chamber of Commerce, Gawad Kalinga, that Mylene have been leading our connection with Philippine Consulate here in
Yeah.
Houston, Texas. We also have Filipino Cancer Network of America that we founded here in Metro Houston, and then we have expanded it in the United States. And other PNAA chapter that is so strong right now, we have, just like what I've said, we have 62 chapters right now. We just have a chapter in PNAA Guam, and we're trying to go to
Mhm.
Saipan also. We know
Ooh.
that we have PNAA in Canada and also in UK. And just like what Mylene have mentioned, we will have an international summit this coming 2028 in Bohol, that we are trying to make sure that will work. And this one is an international collaboration of all PNAA, or PNA, Filipino Nurses Association, in the whole world. So we're trying to get them involved in that. So we understand that each of our organization have individual identities that can work together, just like what Mylene have mentioned. Each organization has its own mission, history, expertise, constituency, but collaboration simply is like, where do our mission intersect? Maybe today, or tomorrow, another organization can reach another family. But I think our main thing as a Filipino is that bayanihan, right? As a Filipino community, and as a regional vice president, we wanted to continue expanding that philosophy to our chapter. We wanted to build bridges rather than silos, share our resources rather than duplicate our efforts, and then create opportunities. We wanted to share the resources of Summer Related, because I know John always have the big sponsorship. We always ask a lot of money from John. And also our ultimate, or we are just temporary stewards of our organization. The community is bigger than any one organization, and if we build those relationships today, the next generation would inherit uh, um, a non-competing, or what they call this, organization that will fight one another, right? We wanted them to inherit a strong, connected Filipino American community that is ready to support them. So for me, our organization may have different names, different mission, but the community that we serve is the same. When we collaborate, we multiply, not divide our impact. So I think that's my lesson for today.
But no,
That is that is so right. Oh my God, it's really overwhelming, and we're running out of time. We will jump to Rodessa, and then
yes,
we will skip to, and then
Mylene.
we will end it up with uh, open-ended question. Okay,
No,
so
Ma'am Cora, we'll have
uh,
Rodessa, Mylene, and then open-ended. I want to
okay,
hear Mylene. Anyway,
uh,
thank you. So let's move to
okay, so
Rodessa.
okay, so Dr. Rodessa, I would like to ask, what positive outcomes have you witnessed from working together with fellow Filipino Americans, particularly the United Federation of Filipino Educators Incorporated? And how have this partnership strengthened the community over time in the area where you are, particularly in Mozambique?
Thank you. Um, uh, the impact is actually very, very big. We were, as a matter of fact, just, the skin deep impacts that um, many stakeholders, including the government, is now looking into inclusive education as a focus.
Wow.
Many schools in Maputo, the capital city, have included inclusion in their mission and vision.
Oh, wow.
School's mission and vision.
Mhm.
So, and then the parents, especially of many students, especially those that has got special needs, because the kind of mentality that they still have in Mozambique is a little bit not progressive. So it opens a lot of opportunities. It opens a lot of also what do you call this one, venue for collaboration, for not only collaboration but also to really embrace inclusion. And who started this one? It's the unified trainings
Training.
that we did a couple of years ago. So with that, the small impact, the small seemingly simple training that we started has got a ripple effect.
Yes.
you know
That's
Hopefully that there will be new legislation that will definitely put inclusion into the space in education, and that's for me one of the things that we are really very proud of.
and it is
Right.
because of your leadership, Dr. Rodessa. Do
Yes,
you did you
absolutely.
realize how impactful also your role in the Mozambique Department of Education? My question is, are you willing to extend it to the medical field? We have Dr. Jonathan, we have Dr. John, and we have Mylene here. And this will open up a good and excellent collaboration between the Filipino Americans plus your people in Mozambique with the leadership of Filipino
Yeah.
leaders.
And
Wow.
I'd like to
Definitely,
piggyback on that.
definitely.
Yes, thank you, Miss Rodessa, Dr. Rodessa,
Thank
and
you.
Cora. And I'd like to piggyback on that because we're talking about, collaboration partnership. So as we look forward to the future, what do you
Mhm.
think would be the opportunities for Filipino American organization to collaborate even more effectively in serving our communities? I'd like to throw this question to Mylene with her 12 programs.
I think the biggest opportunity really for us is to simply work together more intentionally. Like Cora was saying, is to really collaborate and be intentional about our projects. We have so many Filipino American organizations, and we're all doing great work, each bringing the strengths, expertise, and network. But imagine the impact if we connected all those strengths
Yes.
and around a common goal instead of always working separately. Diba? It's really, I am excited with the possibility. So that's really what Bayanihan is all about. We don't need to compete for attention or recognition. We can support each other, share resources, and simply amplify the work that we have already done. I'd love to see us move forward from thinking about my organization, our community, so move away from that. We'll just, when we do that, Bayanihan truly becomes alive and our collective impact becomes so much greater. And when we were talking about the next generation, I'll jump into that because it really transitions to that. When we say next generation of leaders, we don't necessarily mean, in my mind, I don't really think of the younger leaders. The next
Yes.
generation of leaders to me is the next set of people who decides to share their talent and step forward. It has nothing to do with age, but if
Yes.
Mhm.
more leaders come up and step up, then we can accomplish more. So titles recognition, that's nothing. It's about the willingness to contribute your time, your experience, your talents and voice in service of creating something bigger than ourselves. So wherever we are in life, if you have something to contribute, step forward, serve with
Mhm.
purpose, and lead with compassion and bring others with you. So
Wow.
Thank you, Mylene. That leads me to the last question that we had. Since you talk about generations, early generations, now I would like to continue this discussion by asking our panelists right here, Dr. John Logronio. How would you inspire the next group of leaders or the next generation about service, leadership, and community? What would it be?
So,
How will you
so
inspire?
thank you for the great question. To the next generation of leaders, which I agree with Mylene, it's not only the young ones, but those another set of leaders who will, step forward. I would say lead with purpose. You have to serve with humility and never forget where you came from. Because achievement is are very important, but your greatest legacy will be the lives that you touch and the opportunities that you will create for others. Use education, use your talents, your influence to serve those who may not have the same opportunities as what you have. Do not wait until you feel completely ready, because you will never be ready. Step
Yes.
forward, volunteer, learn from others as you move along, and allow every experience to shape you. I was never ready when I stepped forward, but I
Yeah.
Yes.
keep learning as I was on the journey. Leaders is developed through service, and it is not through education either. Carry the Filipino values of compassion, always be compassionate, be respectful, be resilient, have faith, and the bayanihan wherever you go. Success will become more meaningful when it is shared with a community. That is how will tell the new generations.
I'm
Thank you.
already inspired, Dr. John.
Thank
Okay,
you.
let's hear it from Dr. Jonathan. How will you inspire our next generation of Filipino leaders?
I think just like what everybody's mentioning, please don't wait for a title before you start
Yes.
serving,
Yeah.
right? Leadership doesn't begin with someone calls you president, vice president,
Yes.
doctor, director, or whatever, right? It's just like what John was saying. How can I help? Start with
Mhm.
that. Throughout my journey with PNAA, PNAMH, and other leadership roles, we grew from 700 members, conducted missions, strengthened our community partnership, but none of those accomplishments belongs to one president. They belong to hundreds of people who are willing to say, how can I help?
Mhm.
So, to our younger generation, bring your ideas, challenge the way we've been doing things, use technology as the difficult question, and then create new solution. But as you rise, always bring someone with you,
Mhm.
mentor someone, open a door for someone, give another person the opportunity that someone once gave you, right?
Yeah.
And never become so successful that you forget the community who once helped you. So for me, don't wait for a title to lead. Serve first, bring others with you, and leave every community stronger than you find it, because the
Mhm.
greatest legacy of leadership is not what you accomplish, but whom you empower to lead after you. So that's my message.
Thank you, Dr. John. We really ran out of time. We are over time right now. We have a
Yeah.
very good discussion. Maybe next time we have to invite you separately so you could discuss more, right?
Yes. There's
So
a
let's go, Dr. Neil, because Dr. Rodessa and Mylene needs to go somewhere. So let us
yes.
just do the open-ended question.
Yes. Let's have that open-ended question. Let's finish this. So I am black. State your name, and I'm proud to serve as a Filipino community leader because. So I'm going to start it with myself. I am Dr. Neil Henson. I'm proud to serve as a Filipino American community leader because I believe leadership is not about title, just like what we were talking about, but it's about service, stewardship, and creating opportunities for others to grow. Thank you. How about you, Dr. Jonathan?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Gecomo, and I'm proud to serve as a Filipino American community leader because service gives me an opportunity to honor where I came from while helping build what comes next. Leadership is not about being in front, leadership is about bringing people together.
Thank you. That's awesome. Let's have Dr. John. Dr. John, we can't hear you. Thank you, sir. Go ahead.
I am Dr. Clemente Logronio and proud to serve as a Filipino American community leader because it gives me the opportunity to transform gratitude into service and use my experience to improve the lives of others. For me, leadership is a calling to serve with humility, integrity, and compassion. And I am proud to honor our Filipino heritage by helping create opportunities to present the future generation. Thank you.
That's awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're running out of time, Ma'am Cora, just like what you said. So let's ask our guests some kind of compliments, last message, 1 minute each. We're going to start with Dr. Jonathan. Any parting words, please, sir?
Thank you very much for this opportunity to talk with you, to be part of this panel discussion. And I love all the messages that we heard from today. And it brings me back, of course, that word bayanihan that is so close to our heart. And I think our culture is always synonymous with that. So just a final line, our success should never be measured on by how far we rise, but how many people we rise together. So I'm hoping that bayanihan, and that is our Filipino American legacy. And I hope that we continue to build together. And I hope that we can share all this knowledge and experience and then work together as a big family.
Thank you. And that's why we have our group chat. Let's continue, working on that, chatting and sharing. And thank you, Dr. Jonathan. How about Dr. John? Parting words, please.
Again, thank you very much for having me here on this day, and of course, I would like to thank all those community leaders. We share almost the same mission and vision, for the good of the community. So again, my message to everyone out there, especially to the leaders and the future leaders, is always have this compassion, always have the spirit of bayanihan, and always remember that we will not be able to solve problems by ourselves, but it takes the whole village to be able to make a difference. As I have said in one of my messages during our medical missions, when we were giving the mission in Sisters of Mary, sometimes the best prescription we can give is hope. Let's always give hope to those who are less fortunate, because we never knew that particular time we touched their lives, we cared for them, can make a significant difference. Thank you very much.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so
Pleasure.
much. We are coming to a close now. And thank you for joining us, Dr. Jonathan. We will see you around. Dr. John,
Thank you.
same thing with you. Thank you. Thank you.
We
We
would
really
like to thank
appreciate you.
Dr. Rodessa and
Yeah.
Mylene, even though they're not here, but they joined us earlier. But thank you so much for your time. And Ma'am Cora, let's acknowledge and thank our sponsor. Would you like to mention them, please?
Yeah, we would like to thank Lawin Media Network, attorney Eileen Dizon, Jewel, our virtual assistant. Thank you for watching us and helping us and providing the platform for this discussion. If you want to watch this episode again, you could go back to YouTube at lawinmedia.net. We also have Facebook, Lawin Media, Facebook.com. Go back and share this information to the entire community. And we really, really appreciate all of you who have been tuning with us. Thank you so much, especially our distinguished guest, Mylene Supan of Gawad Kalinga, Dr. Rodessa Lazarte of Woodrow International School, Dr. Jonathan of PNA MH, and Dr. Logronio of Summer Leyte. So thank you guys.
And we are honored with that. And of course,
Yes.
before we end up, I'd like to have some a Bible verse. Therefore, if you have encouragement from being united with Christ, if any conformed from his love, if any conformed sharing in the Spirit, if any tenderness and compassion, then make my joy complete by being like-minded, having the same love, being one in spirit and one of mind. This is from Philippians 2:1-2. So thank you so much for that. And next week, our next session is going to be in August 15th. What's the theme, Mom Cora? You still
Our
remember
theme will be parents and communities are partners building stronger school together. So
And our topic will be just like what Dr. John says, it takes a village, strengthening parents and community engagements for student success. So with that, thank you so much. And Ma'am Cora, let's end it up with our closing because, okay, we have a closing, ladies and gentlemen. So because
great
great educators
do more than
teach.
They
inspire,
connect, and lead with integrity and compassion.
So once again, thank you so much. And see you on August 15th. Ma'am Cora.
Thank you.